Gabriel Medina now under pressure to perform against Jeremy Flores to match John in this world title showdown. Gabriel Medina, 2014 world champ, taking on Flores in these rippable left-hand conditions. Joe Chappelle alongside 89 world champ Martin Pottard. During the break, Flores got started.
Yeah, Jeremy, well, he's got to get off to a good start, trying to apply some pressure on Gabriel Medina. And that wave there just not cooperating, so in and out. And Gabriel Medina too, off to a quick start, pulling into the barrel. Is he going to come out? Of course he is. And then just does the big layback hack into the whitewater. And as you said, John making it through that heat has kind of put a little bit of pressure on Gabriel Medina.
Jeremy searching for something, 1.5. Medina finding a keeper, 7.17. As this left is just looking to set up a lot of skill sets for Gabriel Medina.
Right towards the end of it, so just made that last section a little tricky. These are the kind of waves that Jeremy needs, though. There's just sort of a perfect pace for him. Allows him to do that big bottom turn around the section. And he's got to kind of rattle off some big turns. Right there, that was more like it. And there's that little sort of semi-crease that comes across the wave and made it a little challenging for Jeremy Flores. But Gabriel Medina, look at this one. Driving through the barrel, comes out into that huge layback snap off the whitewater. 7.17 for Gabriel Medina. I think we're going to see a very healthy, long rivalry between John and Gabriel.
Jeremy's up again. Last wave, 5.67. Jams it with a lot of speed and power 2 times now. Going down the line. Hits it off the roof. You can tell Flores is fired up. Planning the finish. Goes for broke, weightless, and lands hard in the flats.
But he's also got to make sure he finishes off his waves, Joe. 5.67 on the wave before. This is going to be a good score as well. Let's have a look at Jeremy's technique as he draws off the bottom. Nice check turn there just to build up the speed. And that's better, nice and vertical. That's what you got to do. Get that board facing straight up to the sky around this section. Then it goes for broke, just a little bit off balance. He still had that down the line momentum. And that wave kind of threw him sort of more straight out towards the beach.
Did that give you some confidence that there's so many people supporting you down here?
Oh, it's so great, just running on the beach and everyone's yelling and stuff and getting you kind of amped up to get out there. And every time you finish the wave, you hear the whole beach erupt and just gets you psyched to get back out the back and get another one.
Saying that Federico has been a crazy good wild card the past couple of years, so he was a threat coming into that one. Did that factor in for you? A little bit of nervous energy?
A little bit of nervous energy for sure. Federico is such an amazing surfer, and yesterday he was surfing out here with us yesterday and was ripping, and so I just kind of focused on the surf myself, and I was just hopefully the judges give me good scores and just surf my best.
And, one to Julian Wilson, one to Adriano de Souza. Can Medina find his way through this round and keep this world title race going? Let's have a look at Jeremy Flores plucking away. This is exactly what he's got to do. Just throw caution to the wind. Beautiful turns there from Jeremy Flores. And another one as he races down the line. He's got to finish this one off, which he does. A tricky landing right there and a solid score for Jeremy. Now this is exactly what he's got to do. Just keep improving his situation. Started with a 1, dropped to 5.67, then a 6.30. Joe, his last ride, his best one yet.
An 8-point ride from the panel. Jeremy rewarded with what they call excellent surfing. Got himself rolling. Backup score 4.67 on this wave.
Yeah, you can tell that there's a sense of urgency with Gabriel Medina. Look how fast he is through his turns. Flying down the line, waiting for this wave to stand up. Tagging that one again. And as he comes through this inside section, goes for that float maneuver to get around the section. I think he was looking too far down the line, and obviously made a little bit of a mistake right now.
Now Medina trying to heat up. Frontside float. Straight off the bottom, straight up under the lip, but he's down. Second consecutive fall. He had trouble with some of the younger names on tour. Medina's up now. Through the flats without a problem. The wave's growing in front of him in size. Now overhead on this section. A clean hack off the lip. Jams it off the top and belts it down the line. Now looking to ramp up, alley-oop and transition, and Medina can't hang on.
Gabriel seems to be rushing through it, trying to get through them too quick, or maybe trying to fit too much in on the wave. Let's have a look at this one. Kind of looked like a nothing wave, didn't it? But as Medina always does, finds that little connection through the inside. Watch how fast he is through his turns. Wham! That was a beautiful maneuver right there from Medina. And again, you can see normally he'd bring that right away around, kind of sort of cutting those off short, and then going for that little alley-oop at the end. A little mistake right there from Gabriel Medina. 7.14. So I reckon it's still going to be close, Joe, because he did some great surfing up until that last maneuver right there. Another slashing turn. You can see though that he's not finishing those turns off, trying to fit a lot in on the wave. That back foot came off the board and goes down. So Jeremy Flores sitting out the back with priority.
Has that score suffer? Last of Medina, 5.53, staying in second now. Flores still with the lead, trying to create another major upset in the world title race. Jeremy was the man that took out Matt Wilkinson.
Gabriel lost a heat. I had the opportunity to beat a Ritz, and I lost that heat. Here comes Gabriel now. It's kind of a runner, this one. It's kind of chasing it down. You can tell on most of these waves he's trying to make something happen. You see a little flame there. It was a pretty sick last turn, but he was chasing that wave, so he's probably not going to get, he's not going to better that big score that he has already. And that's really the interesting thing to watch. Of course, we want to see great surfing, but it's the way that heats are contested in situations like this. So, he's, like I said, he's, just trying to make something happen. He's getting a little bit, it's just one of these sort of nitty-gritty heats where he's trying to make it flip into his favor, and so far the energy's been all for Jeremy.
Try to put himself in a fighting shot for his 12th with a 55th win back at Chopu, Tahiti. As this one continues, Medina's previous 6.77 not enough. Meanwhile, Flores is heating up, beats a section on the backhand over the pocket. Now out in front, looking like he can do even more damage to the scale. A brilliant start, and now it's trimming with an inside corner. He'll finish this thing. Flores is absolutely on fire.
And once he does, he'll be dangerous.
As meanwhile, Jeremy on the opposite end heating up. You can see Medina having to give way since Flores had priority. How'd you like this first turn?
Yeah, beautiful turn right here. Bang, just got that rotation nicely. Almost lost his balance, but then regathered beautifully. Straight, just rapid fire surfing from Jeremy Flores. Now, once this kid gets his confidence up, he's as dangerous as anyone on tour. And he's proved that by the wins that he's had. Pipe Masters, he won at Chopu up against Gabriel Medina in the final. So this kid's no slouch, let me tell you. And that's another good score. So the 6.3s, he's back up at the moment.
And leading this seed over Gabriel Medina. Medina now at the 6-minute mark, locks in. Starts off, blows the fins out the back on the first snap. Grab rail reverse, just to show the progression. Solid start so far. He'll wrap and now set up this inside wall. Layback hack under the lip for Gabriel Medina, showing a lot of variety, a lot of progression. Waiting on numbers from the previous exchange from Flores to Medina. Let's see what Gabriel did once again.
Yeah, Gabriel Medina, let's have a look. He's carrying so much speed through his maneuvers. Beautiful opening turn right there, and then goes for that rail grab reverse. Spins it beautifully. Little check turn right there, and this wave has a little bit of downtime right here. Finds that inside bowl and then just jams it right there. Catches a little bit of an edge, but pulls it off. So Gabriel Medina needs a 7.91 on that exchange. Why? Because this wave right here from Jeremy came in at a 7.07. So Jeremy extending his lead. Beautiful body language in that last turn. And again, that extending that body, straightening that back leg to get that beautiful snap, throwing a lot of spray. So Jeremy Flores starting to feel it, starting to build his confidence up, and that is spelling danger signs for Gabriel Medina. 7.91 required on that last exchange from Gabriel. Let's sit back and see what happens.
Jeremy Flores locking in a 7.07. Every score has been solid. Even his 5.67, he looked like he was fired up with intent to upset the world title race. And now trying to play spoiler in the title showdown, using priority off Medina here. First snap, he'll end up fading now to set up the second move. Nice power slice in the pocket, jams it under the lip. He's got the flow and rhythm to float the next section. Quick in transition. Great maneuver choice from Jeremy Flores.
Yeah, absolutely. And, he had priority right there too. So
a 7-point ride from Gabriel Medina, still needing a 7.91. He's going to look at a right-hand opportunity to try to get the score. Didn't give him a ramp, so he's out. He's still searching. 2:30 remaining.
Which is quite possibly what he was looking for, but here he goes again.
Feeling the heat. Medina now starting to drive. He pulls into the barrel. He's going to beat the section coming out of the pocket. Carves it off the lip. He needs a little bit more to perform on the inside. Grab rail reverse one more time to finish. As he is waiting for a lead change. Medina has been searching, throwing different types of maneuvers. Jeremy Flores is so fired up in this contest, backing himself on the QS, as he is maybe turning in one of his best heat performances of the season. Let's take another look.
Yeah, I love this right here as he fades right off the bottom. Now he draws off the top. Beautiful body extension right there. And now the wave starts to hit the bank. Jeremy starts to unload some big turns. Nice, clean surfing right there from Jeremy Flores. And look at the score, Joe.
7.77. Hitting the jackpot on the last of Flores. 15.77 total out front. Medina now needs an 8.6 to move on into round 4 with 35 seconds to go. We'll see if Medina can pull off a miracle here.
Yes, well, he needs a big score, doesn't he? 8.60 on that reverse Jeremy. Here he goes again.
Jeremy now setting up maybe his final wave with 10 seconds to go. And he's going to take this one into the beach to see if it's going to be enough.
Wow.
He'll get into this one and ride into the beach and wait the outcome of the matchup. Interesting last exchange where he got the barrel, did the reverse, and stayed on his feet on that last exchange.
I mean, hey, listen, take nothing away from Gabriel Medina. Surfed incredible. Did stuff that most humans cannot do. Let's have a look at this one right here as he pulls into the barrel. Sort of double section, comes out. Little turn there, a little bit of a mistake, little stumble right there. And then he gets going again and goes into that rail grab reverse. Thought he was going to sort of fall off on that, but managed to pull it off. Scores dropping, Joe. Have a look at that.
A 6.03, and it's not enough. Gabriel Medina eliminated by Jeremy Flores, and now it'll be so interesting in the title showdown. Without Gabriel Medina in the contest, John Florence can go on to win this contest and win his first world title, potentially a stop early before we go to Pipeline.
Wow. Talk about exciting stuff right there. Jeremy Flores taking out 2 title hopes. Matty Wilco in round number 2 and Gabriel Medina in round 3. Look at the passion right there from Flores.